I'm just doing a quick update on the Z50. This isn't a long video today. I made a big mistake putting the muffler in yesterday when I said to put the round brass or copper crush washer, then the two halves, and then the pipe. Wrong. Crush washer. This slip joint stays back here. Then you put the pipe in. Then you slip the two halves around the pipe once it's in, and then this pushes that whole thing in and seals it together. I don't know why I got that wrong, but I did. Anyway, remember we left off with a carb float leaking, and it was just a piece of dirt in the float bowl pin, the float pin. It's perfectly now. The fuel is on. It's been sitting here for about 4 hours. I don't think it hasn't started in about 4 hours. Where are we? And I can kick start it by hand. Or I should be able to. Now it's gonna prove me wrong. Of course I can't. But it doesn't, either way, it doesn't leak. Come on, start. Is the gas off? No, gas isn't off. Now it's not going to start for me. God knows why. But it was starting perfectly every time. Anyway, it's running perfectly now. There's no exhaust leaks. I'm not even going to put the new exhaust gaskets when I get them, because this isn't leaking. I'm just going to save them. What I'm doing today is just finishing off putting on the mounts for the side number plates, and they merely mount both sides the same. Down here at the top of the rear swing arm, a 10 mil bolt, and then they go up and they go through underneath the seat mount. So there's a bolt, a big long bolt here that goes in through the seat side to side, and those, I believe they're on the outside or the inside. I don't know whether these go outside the seat or inside, like this or like that. I'm assuming outside. We'll see. I think it's inside, whatever. And then the back, that little notch. So you basically take the seat, you slide it in. Washer here. Then the little seat, the little C-shaped thing slides in between the washer and the shock. And then you bolt the front on, and that's about it. I'm waiting for some new acorn nuts for the back, and still some exhaust heat shield screws, but and my number plates. Other than that, I'm done. I think I drove it around the yard a few times and around up and down the street. It rides perfectly. Oh, and my little carb gasket. So we have a couple more things to do, but we're 99% done right now. So I'm just going to finish mounting this seat, and I'll show you once it's put on and mounted. Okay, so the side number plate mounts go outside, outside the seat bracket on both sides. And on this side, I had to, in order to get to the bolt down there, I had to take the chain guard, the upper chain guard off. And the bolt nut just come through there, 12 mil, tighten them up, and good to go. And other than that, tighten the acorn nuts holding the back, top shock, and the back of the seat in. Again, I'm replacing these, so I'm not going to tighten them all the way. And that's it for tonight. Well, finally got my delivery of Honda parts, the rest of the parts that I need to finish the bike. I did get side covers and put them on yesterday. Air filter assembly. So this goes in this way into the, that way into the carb, right there, hooks up. And I forgot to order the damn clamp for the original Honda clamp, but I've got a band clamp for a radiator that will work perfectly. And this bolts to a hole right there in front of the carb, and the ground wire also goes to the same one. So let's put that sucker on, hopefully. Oh, it's tight. on, slip on there. You can do it. Wow, this new... There we go. Okay. 10mm bolt and my ground wire. Not sure which way this is supposed to point. I guess it only points one direction. I'll use a flathead to tighten that. And we'll be back to finish the exhaust. I just got to move you to the other side. We are almost done, 99.9% done. Okay, I ordered these. These are kind of universal Honda exhaust shield washers. These are from like an 1980. I've got a bunch of them. The CB250 I did a few years ago. But it's got like a little insulated, it's hard to even see. It's like a two-part. Let me see if you can see it. Let me tighten this up a little bit so it doesn't move. I've got one on the lower here right now. And these you don't want tight, you just want them until they don't rattle. And it won't fit on that top one. You might see it when I push this through. But anyway, there's a little, it's like a heat insulating. I don't know what the hell it's for, but they're special exhaust washers that Honda uses, so they must think they're necessary for something, so who am I to judge? Hey, where'd my bolt go? Again, just snug so they don't rattle. Rattling a little bit. And now the 10mm bolt on the back. Ooh, that is a very narrow socket. Huh. I have to find a thinner walled socket than that. Back in 1 second. This one's just too thick. Okay, I have nothing thin walled enough, so I'm just going to replace it with a screw that is the same bolt size, or the same thread size. Which I believe was originally the screw. So, back to original. we're done. Oh, I got one of these the other day too, a reproduction. I had them online for $4, so I got the reproduction exhaust decal for the rear suspension. I didn't bother with the tank ones. I was going to get the side, I just didn't want to wait around for them. That's about it. Let's start this thing and take it for a ride. I gotta put that plug back in. 1 sec. Okay, new spark plug came in the mail from Amazon. Had some other crap to do. So let's start this thing and readjust the carb for having an air filter on now. So that's the speed setting for idle, and this one on the bottom is the air fuel mixture. So turn this clockwise lightly until it stops. That's when it bottoms out. Don't turn that hard. So when it stops there, watch your screwdriver. It's flathead, so you can watch it 1/2, 1 1/2. There's where you want to start. So now let's kick it over. Hopefully it starts with the new plug. I shouldn't need to choke it. It's warm out. Oh, nice. We're going to let that warm up for about a minute. I think it's warm enough to not have to let it warm up too much. But essentially you want to turn this plug, this screw, the lower one, until you hear the RPMs go up to the highest idle. Make sure you're in neutral. So turning it counterclockwise adds more air, clockwise decreases the air. Not getting any higher. It's getting lower. And make sure you do this with the choke off. This is where the choke is now. That's on, it's off. And then once you get that, then adjust your idle speed. To about 1500 RPMs. It should be pretty quiet like this one is. This one's silent. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just raise up this camera because we're done here. So if you want to see a 50-year-old 200-pound 6-foot guy ride a Honda Z50, now's your freaking chance. Lucky, huh? Well, that's it done. Other than number plate stickers, there's nothing else to do to this bike. Thanks very much for watching the entire project front to back. I know it was a little while, took a little while, but I think she looks pretty good. If you want to see more of this stuff, like, subscribe. I do have a question for the people who do watch this. And this is a question of conscience. That Jawa 1966, which oddly enough is the year I was born. It's a 1966 50cc Pioneer, P-I-O-N-Y-R. It's a 50cc 3-speed 2-stroke with a clutch. I've got it upside down because I pulled the engine out because the clutch and kickstart were stuck. I got them unstuck. I've just put the engine back in, and I don't have a kickstand. I've ordered, all the parts are available from Czechoslovakia. You can order these, but this one was a special one because it was made by Timothy Eaton, for Timothy Eaton's company, which was the big high-end company in Canada at the time, back when this was made. And they sold this as the Eaton's Road King, and it still has the stickers on the cowl. This is all original paint, and this is the question. I've never done this before. I've never brought something back to life without fully restoring it. And since this was the year made, the year I was born, and even on the back, the original license plate says 66 Road King. Do or do I not restore this? It's got dings and little dings and dents in the leg shields and the floorboards and stuff. But like I said, I generally pull stuff apart and make it new again. And I don't think I should this time. Although I want to. Most of me wants to completely restore this thing to pristine, brand new condition. But there's a part of me that says, this is like 55 years old. This deserves to stay in the state it's in. So let me know. A restoration, just getting it running and properly driving, you know, like replace things that need replacing, like the shock boots, bearings, seals, grommets, wiring, stuff like that, so it runs properly. But body-wise, do I leave it? I mean, this is the original hand-done pinstriping. I'm not getting this decal ever again. Eaton's made a Road King, or sold a Road King for like 2 years. So I'm leaning toward leaving it, but it really bothers me to do so. I just can't help wanting to restore it. So let me know, leave a comment in the comment section, and let me know what you think about the final product. It's going to end up being for sale. I mean, I don't make really any money on these things considering the amount of time I put into them. It's just for fun. But I think I've got, all in all, into this bike $1,200 maybe? Yeah, maybe $1,200, $1,250, because that's how much I've got Canadian, which is about $5 US. No, which is about 1,000 US, into this fully restored Z50 in time. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.